Good morning. I am awake. It is 8:46 and I already have gotten a lot accomplished today. Yes, I'm still in bed, but I was out for a little bit. As you can tell, I have mascara on. I have a bit of foundation on because I have done a few things, so I'll let you know what that is. But if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brianna. I am a fourth year, third grade teacher in North Carolina. And if you do not follow me on Instagram, then you wouldn't have seen my story post where I said last week was a struggle for me in all aspects. I was very lazy. Yeah, I did a few workouts. I ate healthy-ish, but I had some like binging moments. And with me, it's like once I eat something bad, everything goes out the window because I'm like, well, who cares? I've already messed everything up at this point. So just like health-wise, motivation-wise, just last week was a struggle. So I thought to hold myself accountable, I would film my day today and take you all along with me. So let me catch you up on what has already happened today. I did set my alarm for 7, and then I immediately picked up my phone and changed all my alarms to 8 and wanted to sleep in. Now, terrible mentality, I know, but luckily I had made an appointment last week for the auto glass man to come and fix a little crack in my windshield. So he called me at 7:10 and he's like, I'm on my way. And I'm like, oh, okay, gotta go unlock my car. So getting up, getting outside that early just made me up and ready to go, which was definitely helpful. Then I went and put a little bit of makeup on because I had to film my expectations video for my students for their work for the next 2 weeks. We are only having them work until May 29th. So we're in the home stretch, but I've filmed that video. I edited that video. It is just exported. So I'm going to upload it to my kids, and then I will check back in with y'all to make my to-do list for today. Okay, so I've gone ahead and made a list of things I have to do today. I ran out of stickers. Actually, I think I have one more I could stick on here, but I literally wrote down like everything that's on my mind. So breakfast, which I think I'm actually gonna run to Starbucks because I'm pretty low on groceries as is, but I had their egg bites the other day, the red pepper ones, and oh my gosh, they were incredible. And they're only 5 points on Weight Watchers, probably because of the cheese, but they're delicious. So I'm gonna go treat myself to that to start my day off. I have to work on my student report cards. I don't have to get them all done today. They're not due until June, but that is the one thing for school that I need to be working on and that I could be working on. Right now with my kids' work, like I said, I posted a video this morning, but I'm just keeping track of their progress throughout the day. So there's not much for me to do with that. I answer parent questions as I get them, but that's pretty much it. There are some gifts I want to create. I don't know if any of you noticed on my Instagram, I did create one just for my logo. I was just playing around with it, but I got the free trial of the new PowerPoint because that is the only one that it works on. So I wanted to maybe create some of those if I'm feeling up to it today. I am in the Responsive Classroom book study group reading The Joyful Classroom. I'm behind, but I am loving the book. Like, oh my gosh, it is my teaching philosophy wholeheartedly. And it's just nice to remind myself of it and hear it be reiterated. I do have to go to the grocery store and pack. And yes, I put Game of Thrones on there. And that will probably be what I do while I eat my breakfast. I'm almost done with it. But I'm going on a little social distancing getaway for a day. So I need to do those things for that. I need to clean my car because I am sending it to the shop tomorrow to get a lot fixed, so we'll see how that goes. Please, fingers crossed, it's not too much damage on my wallet. I need to clean my kitchen, clean my bath mats. I did my laundry the other day, so that's good. But that's where I'm at right now. I will probably add to this as the day goes on, but I'm gonna head to Starbucks. So I'm drinking my coffee. This is a nitro cold brew with salted cream cold foam. It is only 3 points. So yes, I made my bed, which I am very happy about. I know my tray table and everything's mismatched. This is the life of taking hand-me-downs from people and using what you can get and, you know, being appreciative of that. And you know, extension cords. This is my fan because I have nothing on my ceiling. So I'm glad that's done, because when a room is picked up, especially starting on one side of my house and moving to the other, I'm much more motivated. So I'm gonna finish my coffee, finish this episode of Game of Thrones, and then get something else started. I also put all of my bath mats and my kitchen mat, which is a bath mat, in the washer machine, and I added walk and workout to my list for today because those are like the most important things that I almost forgot about. I'll probably work on a grocery list right now and check back in a little. You may hear my dishwasher going. I quickly got the kitchen a little bit picked up, just trying to do like one thing at a time. I just checked in on Google Classroom and Class Dojo to see how my kids are doing. I currently have 5 of them finished with their work, and it's 11:48. It still seems like I haven't done much today for the time it is. I did make a grocery list, but before I get unmotivated, I'm going to work out. I have been doing 80-day obsession. I'm almost finished with phase 1. I'm on my last week. I have not done it consistently every day, but you know, I'm doing the best I can, and at least I'm doing it. I'm doing cardio core today, which isn't really one of my favorites, especially living on a 2nd floor apartment. A lot of you have asked me if it's like a lot of jumping around or anything, and not really. Just on the cardio days, especially cardio core, you have to be careful, and I have to really end up modifying everything, and instead of jumping, do like this stepping. So my workout isn't as good, but I mean, it's still something. I'm getting my body moving, so it's fine. This one also requires the slides, but I've never purchased the slides. I just modify those things instead. Of course, you would get a much stronger core if you used the slides and did the actual workout, but me being in plank is a big deal, so I think I'm still getting more than I would be if I wasn't doing it, you know? And that's been fine for me. Unfortunately, today there is no bands, which I'm really upset about because I did just buy the peach bands on Amazon. These are fabric ones. I tried the Beachbody loops and they broke on me the 2nd day. I bought the Let's Fit loops that were cheaper but came with 5, and they've held up much better. However, they roll on me like no other, and both of those are the rubber or silicone, not silicone, I don't know, whatever that material is. So I gave up and I bought the fabric bands and I put them on once, and I'm in love. I haven't done a full workout with them yet, but they are in my Amazon store if you're interested. They were $35, which is more expensive than I paid for the other 2. However, they're much thicker, nicer quality, and I have really high hopes for them, and that is really the cheapest I've seen for a set of 3. There's light, medium, and heavy. Comes with a case, so I thought that was a great deal. So I have my water over here. I have my fan. I pulled it out of my room, and I'm just gonna get this 30-minute workout in. I'll probably go on a walk a little bit later, depending on my steps. I think I'm gonna make it a goal this week to get 10,000 steps every day. I tried that last week and it didn't go over well. So I'm gonna do this, then get ready to go to the grocery store. Obviously, I'm gonna put my hair up and I'll check in a little bit. Oh my goodness, hey y'all, it is 1:09 and I started my workout right before 12, and it was only a 30-minute workout, but I had to take 2 breaks. My body just feels so weak at times, and I think it's just because I haven't had like a strict schedule I've stuck to, so it's just confused. I didn't eat much nutrients yesterday at all, so I just like felt very weak. Me getting on the floor and getting back up, like that's just a lot, and I've come a long way, but I don't know. So I've just been resting, and I'm trying to work up the strength to go to the grocery store because I need to keep moving. So I'll check in with my kids before I leave, and then I'm gonna go do that. No, I wanted to come back on here and say that clip had a purpose. This is not easy for me, and I don't want it to look easy at all. That was my 2 cents about what I was just saying. All right, so I'm back from the grocery store. I am beginning to think I felt super sick and weak before because I didn't really eat much for breakfast and had that caffeine, and my body never really likes when I do that. So I'm roasting some broccoli right now. I'm going to make some chicken in my air fryer so I could throw it on some cottage cheese. And in the meantime, I just had one of my Built Bars. This is the peanut butter brownie flavor. I purchased the mixed pack of the 18 bars. So I've been reviewing them on my Instagram if you want to check that out. Just so like I know what flavors I want to buy next time. I'm saving it as a highlight just so I can go back and look. And eventually after I get through more, I think I'm just going to delete maybe my thoughts on it and just because I ramble, and maybe just put like a number with it, like what I rank them by. So far I've tried this one, a coconut one, and the salted caramel one, and I think this one's my favorite, and then the coconut and then the caramel. But anyway, I'm going to start working on my kids' report cards now. I want you guys to know, like, even though, I don't know, you'll notice that I kind of tend to work more later in the day. I work really throughout the day and spread out my work. I think that's what a lot of people are doing, and I take breaks in between just because I used to stare at my screen constantly, and that was just not good for my brain. I like to spread it out throughout the day so I'm not on my computer constantly, and I mean, that's been fine. If parents message me, it goes directly to my phone so I can respond right away. There you go. All right, so I am going to work on that. We're not doing grades. We are just doing its standards base, and basically we're saying if they're proficient in the skill or if they're not. So I've completed all of my students who were proficient in everything just because that was the easiest to do. So now it's going to be more difficult as I continue because I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly to write. I'm sorry you're so high, but my tripod is awful. Everything's okay. It's all okay. It is time for my midday pick-me-up. It's 3 o'clock and I'm halfway through my steps. I'm at 5,288, which is awesome. I am just putting together my Teamy tumbler. I just washed it. I'm going to do ice water and some greens for a caffeine boost and to get those nutrients. And I'm going to continue working on my report cards. This is something that I've been continuously doing just because, like, I don't want to give something a shot and not see all the benefits, you know? I don't want to half it. But I am almost out of this. It's about here, but this always perks me up. So now is a perfect time to take it. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I drink it in the morning, like in my morning routine. If you haven't seen that, click here. Sometimes I drink it later in the day. Sometimes I drink it way too late because then I'm up all night. That's an exaggeration. So I wanted to show you the best I can what I'm doing. We use Mastery Connect for our students' tests. So what's really neat about Mastery Connect is you put in the standards and then which questions they go to. So then you can tell which students right away based on how many they got correct and how many they missed, which ones are near mastery, at mastery, or need remediation. So what I've been doing for my report cards is looking back through this and checking which skill that they had not yet mastered or made sure that they were all in the green, Or for example, one student, it's not this one, but for one student, they had one block that was red, but that red block was only one question, and I can't base the whole standard off of one question. So then I used what I had observed about that child and made my decision that way. So I was looking at this, I used their iStation report for their reading level, and then just my regular observations from class. I also had to base some sections off of how they are doing with distance learning. All right, let me take my glasses off. I feel pretty good with where I'm at report card wise. I only have 7 left out of my 18, and they're not due until June 5th. So I'm doing it little by little so that I don't overload my brain. Of course, I started with the easiest ones first, so now it is becoming a bit more time consuming. I think I might just do one more since I'm on a roll right now, because we are doing the report cards, and then we're also doing this whole sheet to fill out for their portfolios for their teacher for next year, so that we can prepare the teacher with, did this child do their work over this distance learning thing, and then just like behaviors, and it's just basically like a form about the child to help their next year teacher. So I want to get report cards done, that way I can work on those, because those are a lot more descriptive. I'm gonna do one more kid. Hey y'all, it is 4:30 and I actually just went ahead and finished all my report cards. I was on a roll and I need my desktop to be more organized. There are screenshots all over the place, and I wasn't putting the students into the report card folder until I had completed it, so I knew that I needed to work on it. So I just went ahead and did that. I don't know if I mentioned it was 4:30, but I need to take my mind away from the screen and go for a little walk. I should really go around my neighborhood twice. That way I can get in 5,000 steps, but we'll see how active I'm feeling when I get out there. It's truly amazing though, working out in the morning, because not having to worry about it again is fantastic. So I'm gonna check a few things off my to-do list. This feels really good. See, filming helps me stay on top of things. So thank you all.